What's up? Welcome back to Spotify. This is Stefs Rock Show. Our next band is on the even more out of control tour, Nonpoint. Thanks for coming by.
That's right. That's right. What's up? What's up?
Dude, and I heard you are a little bit out of control in Tennessee. How's the tour going right now?
It's going good. We're doing a little bus repair right now, but last couple shows have been crazy. A couple sold out shows, so it's been pretty insane.
That's way cool. So what happened? Too many strippers were on the bus and weighted it down? What happened?
No. Married. So no
Good.
strippers on the bus. No, just
Good.
a packed shows. We just did a show in Hampton Beach, and it was incredibly hot. It was shoulder to shoulder, and probably 100 degrees in that place with the heat.
Wow.
But it was such a good time. It was good. I had a really good time.
That's really cool. Okay, so we've got September 18th, The Last Word coming out. Kind of ominous. Is this the last word, or what made you want to name it The Last Word?
No, it just kind of with the theme of everything that is being discussed and talked about on the record. Um, it's really about getting the final say.
Hmm.
I would say, and a lot of these songs, you know, songs like Dial Tones and Off the Hook and Crowd Control. Uh, Even Red Yeti, the subject matter of that song, it's really just kind of uh, a moment in, I guess, my lyrical, you know, uh, decisions that I've decided to really get as much off my chest as humanly possible.
What do you think's better? Because I go back and forth myself, whether to be quiet if I'm beefing with another former radio DJ or podcaster, or to get the last word. What do you think you should do?
Um, I think for you to get your final say in is one thing. Uh, don't necessarily need to have the last word, but you should definitely say everything that you need to say.
I love that you stated it like that because for me, sometimes I'll stay quiet. And then when it's bothering me and it's therapeutic to get it off my chest, I go, you know what? I think if I share this, then I usually just bury it and don't care about what the scenario was the next day.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Or sometimes you'll be in a, heated conversation back and forth, and you'll say what you said and let that person just ramble on, and your silence will take them all the way back to that last thing that you said. And
Yes.
you know,
Yeah, they can dig their own grave, when you're quiet sometimes.
pretty much.
Yeah, yeah. Have you ever had like a public feud or even behind the scenes feud with another band?
With another band, not really another band. Um, we I think every band in the industry has hiccups now and again. Sometimes I mean, people are in and out of the media all the time in the rock industry of, you know, uh, people rubbing people the wrong way. But you know, I think there's a lot of room for forgiveness,
Mm.
and there's a lot of room for grace, and a lot of room for understanding of good intention. So I think I think with that, um, hopefully those moments where maybe we have rubbed somebody the wrong way, or they rubbed us the wrong way, is you know behind us, and we're focused on other things right now.
Buried it. Sometimes it's unintentional too.
Yeah, sometimes you don't know that you did it until it's too late, and you never know how it's going to affect other people. But
Yeah.
I definitely wrote about that on the record too.
Yeah. And that, I mean, writing's so therapeutic. Like my art is talking. You guys have a lot more talent and can actually get it out with a song. So that's cool. I like imagery. And so I really enjoyed the double-edged pencil. Whose idea was it to come up with that?
It was mine that I came up with it was a bit of a transition from the original idea. Uh, you know, initially we wanted something that kind of stuck out similarly to the Poison Red, and
Mm.
that album cover was very popular. And um, simple, the keep it simple, stupid rule, the KISS rule of you know putting something out that just says what it says by itself. So I tossed around pencil, tossed around broken lead. I broke the pencil, took a picture of it, and then I was standing there looking at the half broken pencil, and I stuck the other end into the pencil sharpener, and I looked at it, and I was like, I kind of like this. And then I Googled double-sided pencil. Not a lot of pictures of double-sided pencils out there, so it was definitely unique. And basically, it's about the the journey of writing your last chapter, and what the pencil would look like if you were writing that last chapter, and and
I liked
using.
that there was no eraser too. Like it's you're
Yes,
unable to erase.
and that's where the last word kind of comes in. It's like, at a certain point you're just going to say what you say, and
Hmm.
there's going to be no going back on it.
I just started a major beef with a fellow podcaster, so it is. I'm getting in the last word right now. So I
Oh,
vibe.
uh, well, all right. Well, September 18th, I expect you to put some soundtrack to that.
Yep, that'll be perfect. Okay, and then you guys started your own record label,
Yeah.
361. What was the idea? Why to start your own, or was that something you always wanted to do?
Always wanted to do it, but it was necessity really at the time. It was during the time of the pandemic. We were transitioning from our last label into independence. You know, decided to fund it ourselves. Found an opportunity to leverage some stuff, and decided to take a swing. And we've been independent pretty much ever since.
Nice. Do you have more control, or is it financially a burden to start your own label, or is it really a
Both.
good okay,
Both.
okay.
Yeah, you have all the control, but it's all the financial burden. So everything that you want to do, and any big moves you want to make, they're expensive moves. So you do your best um, to build the right team around you, get the right funding, um, you know, get the right investor, the right distributor, and um, really write the right music.
And I know you've got part of a good team because I've met the guy that can drive for you and runs around with you. He works for Head PE as well. So, and I love it when you guys go on tour together.
Who's that?
I think, is it John? What was his God? Now I feel bad. He connected me with Head PE and he works with Nonpoint too. This was like 3 years ago.
John?
He used to be in the military, like a
Uh,
military guy. Let me see.
doesn't ring a bell. All the guys that are out with me that are.
Let me
Do you
see.
mean Josh? Maybe
Maybe it's John. Yeah, it's another J.
Crazy Ed.
Yes.
Crazy Ed. Yeah, he's out with
Yes.
us right now. Yeah,
He's a fun guy.
he is a fun guy. He normally drives Head PE when they're overseas. Correct.
Yeah, yeah, okay, that's what I was trying.
Yeah.
Man, like I said, I'm coming off this weekend in Santa Cruz and the brain is still starting
No,
to
it's all good.
function.
It's all good.
Yeah. Okay, so I love to do a quiz with all my guests. Are you guys down to just ask questions to get to know you better?
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay. I know you mentioned you're married. The first question is wildest tour situation. Can you say that, or is there some that's more funny?
Wildest tour situation. I would say. Um, I would say the most dangerous tour situation that I've been under. It was at the top of the highest point in the United States, driving in the middle of a snowstorm with no chains on the bus, and
Whoa.
we had to get. We literally sideswiped because it's only a 2-lane highway up there. It's not even a
Yeah.
highway; it's just a 2-lane road.
Yeah.
I think it's called Donner Pass or something like that. But it, we we hit the side of a FedEx bus trying to get over the main, and had to get a wrecker pull us out of the snow,
Wow.
and pull us forward enough that we could then start to make our way down the side of this ridiculous mountain in the Rockies.
I'm glad you guys didn't end up like the Donner Party at Donner Pass eating each other. That would
Yeah,
have been not good.
yeah, that's what that is. But there's a spot really high up in the Rockies, that you have to take over, to get over from Idaho and that whole area over into, Washington and Oregon.
Yeah. I those large buses are not meant for two-lane mountain roads. I was on a tour and we were going to the Swiss Alps and same thing, the conditions weren't great and we had this huge tour bus trying to make these small, little windy in the mountain. I swear we'd go halfway off the mountain before the bus would turn and nothing bad happened, but I'm sitting here, I'm pretty laid back and I'm like shitting myself. Like, dude, we're going to go off this mountain. But this guy's like this old man's like I do this all the time.
It's
So
so scary.
yeah, I'm cool off that again. I'd rather fly in like a small plane in bad conditions than go on a bus that's like halfway off a mountain and turning. No thanks.
Yeah, the Alps.
Okay, next question. Did you ever have like a strange fan interaction or like a weird fan interaction?
Strange, very surprising fan interaction. I had my portrait tattooed on them.
Oh,
That
that's
was pretty,
cool.
yeah, that was pretty cool. I was pretty excited about that. That was
I mean, I guess where is it though? Is it on their butt? Is it on their
their leg,
back?
the side
Okay.
of their leg, and it looks
Okay.
really, really good.
That's awesome. So
Yeah,
every
shout out
time
Lord.
they're getting down, they look down and look at your face.
Yeah,
That's cool. That's
yeah,
dedication.
indeed.
Um, okay, do you have any tour pets? Any pets ever come on the road?
Tour pets, no, but I have a cat at home, Mochi. Shout out to Mochi. I know you're probably watching. What's up, Mo?
I love cats. I got 2 cats. How
Yeah.
old is Mochi?
Mochi is 5.
Oh, cool. What
Yeah,
color?
gray. She's a Russian blue.
Oh, wow, that's fancy.
Very, very sweet, very loving, and but with attitude. So
She's a classy lady if she's a Russian
yes,
blue. Yeah,
she's pretty awesome.
that's awesome. Okay, a song idea that never panned out.
Song idea that never panned out.
Or
Uh,
even you're like, "Man, I should have probably gone forward with those lyrics or that song that I was starting."
ooh, um, Usually when we start a song, we finish it.
Okay.
So not a lot that I could think of that. I mean, man, that's a tough one. Off the top of my head, I can't think of one
You
that
need
was,
to have some water and a nap and recover and then come
yeah,
back to that.
incomplete songs, that I wish. Hmm, no, every hook that I wanted to use, I'm using
That's cool. That's
for
good.
sure. Mhm.
Okay, a dream band to tour with that you haven't toured with yet.
Dream band to tour with. Uh, Worldwide, I think it would be a lot of fun. It'd be great to tour with the Deftones, or with Korn. Either one of
Yeah.
those two would be pretty monumental of my time, of my era.
See, I'm from Sacramento, so Deftones are royalty here, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. Those
Yeah.
boys are amazing,
Yeah.
indeed.
And I love new metal. I grew up in the 90s, and so that was my childhood. And like all of you guys are, I'm glad it's definitely coming back. Not that it ever left, but the younger generations are getting into new metal now. It's
Yeah,
cool.
I think they're coming across their parents' uh, albums, and are going, hey, I really like this, or hey, I recognize this. Why am I understanding this? And um, come to find out, it's something their parents probably listened to.
Unfortunately, my kids don't think I'm cool. So if they come across my albums or music, they're like, we're not going to listen to it because my mom listens to it, you know?
Yeah, it's still taking a minute for my 15-year-old to come around.
Isn't it good though? After you get off tour and all of these fans are so excited to get your autograph or meet you, it's a great reality check to come home to your teenager that's like, I don't care. I just don't. They're like, they don't think you're cool.
Yeah. It's definitely a kick in the gut, but yeah, it's part of being a dad.
I love it. So I had
Yeah.
my older son, I walked in his room and he's watching Joe Coy. And I had him on the radio and the podcast a couple times. And I said, you know, I did. And he goes, I don't give a fuck. And I was like, okay, cool. Great interaction. Okay, last question. Any TV shows or movies that Nonpoint digs or you guys watch during downtime?
Right now, Silo is probably the one that we're all.
What is
Uh,
that?
it's on Apple TV. It's about all a silo that was built in the ground that very dystopian. The world ended, kind of. These people in a silo. Uh, every once in a while, one goes a little bonkers, or one decides that they want to walk outside, and yeah. You got to kind of watch. I don't
It
want to get
sounds
the
good.
so Silo.
Any movies or like go-to movies during downtime?
Movies on that. No, I'm really into the House of Dragons and Games of Thrones and all that. I
Yes.
just watched the season finale yesterday. So
Nice.
yeah. I'm sci-fi. Movies, television, all that stuff is like my last creative uh, playground. And
Me
same.
too.
I love just. I don't care what kind of movie. I don't care what kind of show. If I give it 20 minutes and I like it, I'm watching it till the end.
And then I get hooked.
Yeah.
I've only started House of Dragons, so I'm not, but I loved Game of Thrones. Who was your house in Game of Thrones that you kind of rooted for?
Who was the house that I rooted for?
Or a character
Um,
that you liked?
at the end of the day, I was really, really rooting for Tywin.
He's funny.
Yeah, I at least wanted him to make it out unscathed. He was a bit of an outcast right from the beginning, and Games of Thrones is really good at the love hate uh, with the characters. You love them one minute, you hate them the next. You love them one minute, you hate them the next. Especially with people like the Hound, and those kind of characters. Brianna Tarth, all of those characters were beautifully written. So I was really into games.
I'm excited you said House Lannister, but I was a Cersei fan, die hard, and nobody likes her. I love her. Ugh. She's like a mama bear, and it's all about her kids and her family and whatever. I don't know. I like that.
Yeah, she was pretty brutal.
Yeah, no, I know. I like a villain. Okay, so September 18th, the last word is out. Nonpoint, catch him out on tour now. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy tour schedule and
Thanks for
stopping
having me.
by Steph's Rock Show.
Hey, I appreciate you, Steph.